Welcome to another episode of the Strategies for the Workplace podcast. Before getting into the article, just a quick reminder that the book from which these articles are taken is now available on Amazon in print and digital Kindle format. Search for Strategies for the Workplace by Jeffrey Kahn. The book has over 220 articles and is a great way to get all the material without having to wait for the weekly podcasts. And now, on to this week's article. Opportunity and risk in partnering. At some juncture, the subject of partnering may be advanced, or should be. At such a moment, it is useful to pause and consider. Foremost, organizations need their cultures to align, for if they don't, nothing will flourish. Partnership offers opportunities to reach new markets, add new skills, enhance your brand through association, manage surges in demand, test drive a deeper relationship, and so on. Partnerships also have risks, such as mixed messages to the market, damaging your brand through association, additional complexity for your customers, intellectual property problems, employee retention challenges, revenue impacts, etc. The point is to think carefully about all the potential upsides and downsides. There can be a tendency to see most of the benefits and gloss over the risks. This is not to say that partnership can't offer great leverage. Just look carefully and mitigate potential negatives. Let's apply this a little deeper. Organizations should think strategically about partnering. It is important to recognize that resources are finite and that partnerships take a certain amount of care and feeding. There's an opportunity cost to partnering, in that energy spent nurturing one partnership is unavailable to apply to another. Similarly, resources spent working with an existing partner cannot be spent incubating a new partner. Moreover, a partner may insist on exclusivity, and you should proceed with care in such circumstances. An organization can spend time identifying, researching, and campaigning to secure the ideal partner, or employ an opportunistic, ad hoc, more indiscriminate approach, going only where it is quick and easy to join forces. An organization can no more have many deep, productive partners than you can have, say, many hobbies or professional relationships. Either you go wide but shallow, or narrow and deep. There is no best approach to partnering or developing your career network, but it is prudent to have a considered strategy. There are many kinds of partners: consultancy, technology, fulfillment, intellectual property licensing, and the like. Each kind of partner brings a distinct level of interweaving of your destiny and theirs. Also, the term partner can extend to folks who add value to your offerings, develop products and services that ride atop yours, provide training or customization, deliver solutions that form an aftermarket, and the like. As with any activity, define success and failure beforehand, measure key performance indicators, and monitor developments often. When seeking new markets or wishing to access more geographies, other industries, or new segments, a partner-driven expansion can be a significant driver of growth. Locale-specific experience, industry-specific credibility, and so on are neither quick nor cheap to acquire. Thus, partnering can speed the process. One strategic consideration is whether you intend to step in, eventually, to your partner's market. If so, you will need to invest, and your partner may see the possibility of your taking over as a long-term threat. A similar line of thinking involves using a partner who has special skills that you don't have. Again, think carefully about whether this is a bridge to having these capabilities in-house or not. Where you think you are heading with a partner may depend on whether you are developing experience and trust as a prelude to merger, acquisition, divestiture, licensing, etc. Both an opportunity and a risk in partnering is how your brand will be perceived as you mingle with the other partner. Messages to the market can get muddled, and customers can get confused as to which company performs which function. Further, a partner represents a potential claim on your revenue and the timing of when you receive funds. If the partner is the one being paid by the customer for the joint deliverable, The partner may compensate you only after the customer pays, which means inflows to you may be later than if you had the principal relationship with the customer. Of course, a partner also can put your intellectual property at risk, poach your employees, and tarnish your brand. Things can go sideways, and it may be easier to get into a partnership than out of one. Mitigate risk by establishing good operating practices, such as clear rules of engagement, a division of accounts, defined spheres of responsibility, escalation procedures, and the like. It's better to address what might become an issue before it does. Also, write thoughtful contracts that consider carefully issues such as exclusivity, confidentiality, intellectual property ownership, dispute resolution, how things expire, and how to unwind the partnership if it's not working. The point is that partnerships can be wonderful, ineffectual, or awful, so think things through.